Hello, hello. Hopefully, this is all going live right now. Yes, it is. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So much to do. So much has happened, and most of this stuff has happened off screen. I've been busy in the background doing different things for the city. I spent a lot more time organizing and getting the city ready, and as you can tell, the city, for some reason, Syx can't play in the background. That's fine. I just gotta set these things up real quick. So we do have the nice music here. I'll even show you guys my background here. You can sit there and look at that for a second. But yes, I went and organized the city. I made it much better. I fixed fundamentally all of my problems. And when I say all of my problems, I mean like pretty much all of them. Oop, that shouldn't have reverbed. And that means we are now able to try to get past that hump. Hello, Goon. How are you? Hopefully my audio is good today. I always have a problem dealing with that. Wish I could use my emojis in my description. Like, I hate that I'm limited to the number. I only get 4 emojis. I think I'd need 10 members to get more than that, which is crazy. And I can't give them out for free. I have to charge them, which is ridiculous. I would just give them for free, like I do on Discord. But same goes for Nitro. I gotta get Nitro to give me a bunch of boosts or whatever, and I'm not gonna pay for that shit. So we are all set there. We are going to plop this in. A little quiet. How is that? I might be too far from the mic too. Try to be peaking not too much, but loud enough. Also, to respond to what you were saying on Discord, you are a reincarnated general, my friend. You are. You just don't know it yet. You haven't fought in the wars to come. I say wars, plural. Plural wars. You're gonna be like John Connor. You know what I need to do though? One of these days, not today, but I'll do it next time. I have to set the background to a key. So now, whenever a bot arrives, you guys should see something. Let's see if it works. Also, I don't think caster's working right now. Hold on, let's put caster on. So many things I gotta do. Did it not take my key commands? Not anymore. Oh, you know what it is? Because I changed the name of it. So that should be good. Glad you could join me today, though. Goon, you're always so busy, my dude. I don't know why it doesn't work, but I do have it. So if a bot is detected, I will have the ability to hit that and then put that on. But for some reason, it's not letting me put them away. I want them because I know a bot is coming. I can sense in the wind, and in the rain, in the air, the bot is coming. Oh, I see. Because I hit numlock like a dum-dum. That's why. So it was just numlock. So when they come, I have a way to be like, don't you do it. I'm warning you. And then, ban zone. You're sent to the ban zone. Animated. Yeah. Infinitely triples my value. I'm just kidding. I just thought it was funny. I hate bots so much that I'm willing to make that. So you better be ready, Twitch. If you're not ready, I'm gonna fucking hit you with that. But yes, we're back. We're back in this town here. Some things may look different because they are different. I have changed everything. And this is gonna be funny. Look at... I've got, like, the fucking thickest line of people ever. These are very dirty looking people. Maybe we need some wells in here too. And they're just constantly going in between here and there to put these on transporters. And they're taking it down the road. Down the road. It's 3-lane road. And they're dropping these 400 off in a center of an unloader here. So we don't have stored bread in the warehouse, but each one of these should have roughly like a couple thousand or 1,000 or so. So that the services at the food stalls, I don't want to ever hear from anybody telling me I don't know how to play fucking Songs of Syx. Okay? Because I see it in the Discord. People will say things like, oh, we might be doing this wrong in the Songs of Syx, not my personal. And personally, I don't believe it. Do not agree. Because this, I don't know. That's efficiency. That's real-time efficiency right there. That's thousands of bread stored. I could have it in a warehouse next to it, but this feels more efficient. It's just essentially perfect connection. And it's in the center so that all potential food stalls have to go the same distance. Something I've been learning and been putting my mind to is the distance that a thing has to travel. You see another load is coming. There's 3 potential loads of bread going to each one of these unloaders. And that one before just dropped off. This one's going to drop off too. So we can technically set it down, but I want this to be at 2,800. That's perfect. And if it starts storing up past that, that's even better. We want to see that. How did I fix this bad flow? As you can see, I had to open doors. I changed this. This isn't rations anymore. This is a giant warehouse, and I even altered the flow of where people are walking so that the vast majority of their flow is down through alleys with less crossover. And I might have to one day move this too so that there's less crossover and more movement. It seems a lot of the time their movement is creating a problem. Their distance traveled. So for example, someone who works over here has to travel all the way over here, potentially to here at least, to get some grain to work. It's gonna take him a lot longer to get there. Well, it was just a small warehouse before with like very bad design and only 1 door or 2 doors, and this had 1 door. So the worst part was everyone was trying to squeeze through 1 door and they were overlapping, and they can't do that very well. As you can see, they're kind of doing it here, and as this is like a main artery, I'm probably just gonna move the guard post and turn it into something else there. We're getting a lot of resources from our world map. There's so much that's changed. I've worked so hard on getting this to an optimal level, and this isn't my ideal way of playing, but this is what you have to have. You can see that my people are still barely at 92% happiness despite a lot of their services getting up there. Each zone has service access, particularly decent service access. Everyone has access to religion, shrines. They are not upgraded, but for the most part they have access to it. Law. All of these things have been covered the best I can for the most part without extending my reach into these here with knowledge, which I eventually will do when I have surplus population. We have fruit coming in from our world map. Oh god, that's not good. So let's put this guy here. And we are making tons of babies, obviously. Actually, even better yet, I'm gonna put it over on the other side. And I took away the orchards because they were, 16 people producing like barely any fruit at all, so not worth it. I got rid of it. No need for it. And now, I feel like I'm doing okay. It just, I have to get used to the fact that I'm barely ever going to be at a happy level. People are just always going to be kind of unhappy with me, regardless of how hard I work for them. We can take a look at my world maps regions here. We're working on getting... I think I was trying to get this... Yeah, it's already leveled up. So when I upgraded this, something I noted is that the other regions around it actually got a population boost, which I didn't know. So this one was able to level up, and then this one was also able to level up. So he's producing me clay, he's producing me stone, and a little bit of ore. I really don't need this much ore. I stopped producing and making metal, and actually have this guy doing it too. Eventually I'll probably switch him over to stone fully. I'm trying to actually upgrade this zone. No, this one is just a bad zone altogether. It's too small. But I've been working on trying to maximize our effectiveness, and we also took all of our armies out of the world map so that we could get them back trained up. We have the beasts, the badasses from last time, the ones who took out fucking entire armies by themselves. The Vision 5. We call them, we should name them. We haven't named them. The Golden Lilies. And they are legendary among our people. And I have said in the past that it'd be nice to have like parades, but I might do like a little parade for them, you know, and just let them, you know, triumph down the street in their war horses here and just fart and shit on everybody like they would in real life. And then we have their buddies, the backup Cav division, and then the 40 boys, the 40 man spear division. He's kind of just a recon division and more of a detachment so that we can send force without having to take away from any of these. Also, you guys should be at 100. I don't want them to be at 200 anymore. 200's nice, but I think 100-man units, especially with spears, is a little better. More maneuverable, and you can kind of use them to flank better. I feel like bigger groups will be easier to flank. So we've got all of this ready to go. And right now, like I said, I'm just trying to start accumulating resources. I've said triumphs would be so cool for so long. Like, it could just be like a cute little event that happens and like boost happiness, you know, like there needs to be more positive events. Oh shit, I love that your fucking name comes with the emoji on it, dude. You know, I actually have to change those. You know, those were placeholder emojis for maybe something cooler. Although I do like the color schemes for months. I always felt like I should make them better. I don't know. Eventually, I know you'll have the silver and then the gold version of it, because it changes and it evolves, and it's going to be like the golden shiny version. And then I was going to do like a holographic version for the emoji, because I was like, I like that little smiley face I drew there. It felt fitting. But for fucking $1 a month, and I guess my content is just like what you get as well, but I'm out here shaking a change can for dollars. I kind of want to set this up now, but we're getting there. Trying to get to the next pop. 3,500. Oh, it's 3,000. Oh, we're pretty much there. 4,500, I think I was thinking of. So we can get more promotions. It's something I meant to check, actually, because I didn't think about it. Yeah, you can actually... So he's a tax Mari, right? Do you give me 60? Holy shit, I'm stupid. Alright, so we could have been upgrading these guys instead of doing it the other way. So we want to take that guy back. We've got him, he's got 140. I just want to make sure. Yeah, we have 95. So we can take away at least 4 of these guys so that we have some of them back in the population. I would like to have the woodcutter. I think the woodcutter is great. He's gonna need an upgrade though. We can take maybe refining weavery here, yeah. We've got 2 more we could potentially do. Fruits would be a good idea. And then let's see how much. Yeah, I still got 35. Because I can keep just upgrading those guys and giving them another promotion. That will give me more government points. I didn't realize that from the get-go, because sometimes I'm new to stuff and I don't think about it. What would be the... Oh my god, Jesus, buddy. Herbs. He would be really useful at an herb farm. So we should start to see a decent amount more from the herb farms. Yeah. It's all about kind of understanding the game and knowing where to allocate things, and then working from there. Let's try to bum rush that population boost there. But you can see the efficiency here is pretty good. This building is an upgraded building. It takes 10,000 grain so far at max, or so. More than that, probably. And the biggest issue I found was that this building wasn't holding enough grain physically in it. And currently, it still feels like it's not getting enough. But we are gaining lots of grain from our farms. We also are taxing it pretty well. I think I was going to actually send out, though. We got this guy. He's not very good at producing grain. The worst thing is I don't really care. Holy shit, though, that's a big province, but it's empty, it's barren. Because he just degen. I don't know if he's worth taking compared to Sternat. Because our goal is to try to get some better land here. And unless we can get over here, take some of this, but that's our neighbor. These guys are probably like where we want to be. Getting into like Germany and stuff. I'm gonna wait. I think I'm gonna continue to build so that I don't waste my time and effort elsewhere. I can wait for their downfall, because if they ask for help, I'm gonna say no. They can fuck off. I'm not helping them. We've got decent armor being made. Need to turn this off. I always forget. But since I organized everything, I really can't go over how much I organized because I did a whole organization. I basically broke down what was most functional to my society, especially clothing. Seems to have a huge boost because, like I said, this is their total percentage expectation, which I've just recently started to pay attention to. So that fulfillment, 10%, is what we're at. That's why we're at 80%, 88%. The higher I get that, the better. You can see that the services barely, but the environment's making a huge effect on it for some reason right now. But services tend to have like the biggest boost. Why on good God's earth are you having a problem? Well, one of the other things I wanted to start doing was expanding this. So we've got guys also making warhammers and spears out of just stone and wood now. It takes longer, more time, but with the materials we're using, we don't have to lose as much compared to what we were using here. And we can expend all those tools into other places. Speaking of which, holy shit. What's going on here, buddy? You just don't have furniture, huh? And wood? How's that possible? I should have... I think this building's definitely gonna need a boost or upgrade or a double or something here. Probably a double. Put that right there. Like I said, I'm putting in big doors so that the amount of resources potentially pulled... This is still not an optimal shape building, but it's better than it could, like, another type would be. You ideally want to have, like, a 2-lane space around everything, allowing for lots of movement. So we get this right there, and then they will just store their excess stuff here. We'll probably just have a hauler pull it over. Save them the distance. We also added a new training ground, so we have 2. I edited this zone with a market, all of their services, housing, proper housing, pillars and other things to make them happy, arena, and then their labs. And I fixed the labs up so they actually work, and I've been trying to store clay. It says I'm making 400 a day, but it doesn't seem to store like 400 a day. It feels like it doesn't store any at all. Just hilarious. Also, you're full, yeah. Okay. Let's make sure that, yeah, we're producing more of this than I'd like. Ooh, hello. So we're gonna... These guys are having a bad day. Let's send these 2. And I took away their flanks so that I can just use warhammers. I think they'll be the same effect. I don't know. I mean, imagine if somebody hit you off of a horse with a warhammer, you'd probably die in the same way. Just as bad. So, I gave it to him. But I guess these would be like more handheld warhammers, not like I'm thinking two-handed. But I really don't know. Let me check. It might actually say. Is it gonna give me like a description on it? No. Let's see if it's in one of their descriptions here. Oops. I don't think it will though. Yeah, it doesn't say if it's two-handed. So we can imagine that they're swinging two-handed warhammers at people aggressively. I do want to boost this zone, and the only way to do that is by upgrading it, like so. Oh no, that's not. He's only vital based on the fact that I can't connect to here without having this. Not ideal. I think what I need to do is take having a nap. Because I know it's having a net, but it looks like having a nap. It looks like we might need to. That could potentially help us raise the population in that zone higher. So we could take this bad boy out of here. Like I said, I've been going through it trying to make everything... Oh no, yeah, it's fine. We'll just suspend it. This tailor, I think, will need its own zone. Also, this guy might need a few extra workers. Where? Oh, all the people who just left. I was like, what the heck? But we seem to be maintaining happiness. Like, I'm getting there. And as I send people out, it's better. Those trained troops can, like, lower the expectations in the city when I send them out. So yeah, they do take up jobs, but eventually we're gonna want to change all of these people to working just at labs and libraries. But for now, we need to use woodcutters and things. So we have a real kingdom. I don't know. Maybe we can get there. Feels like we can. Try to make sure these guys aren't too unhappy. What's the next pop I need to get to level up this? 2,400, yeah. I need 50 government points. So when we get to our next pop point, we can think about trying to get there. We'll also get some knowledge too. It will cost 50. Now see, that's the thing that makes me think you're more encouraged to capture like 8 billion territories early on and then manage them. Because this costs 50. Just any of these costs about the same. Like half of it, but it's still a lot. If it cost like 75 or 80 or something, I might think differently. But when we level up, we should get, yeah, 50 knowledge. And we should soon, pretty soon. We just need 400 more people. And luckily we have just enough space for housing. What I need to do is start thinking about making housing over here. Right? I haven't really thought out how I want to do this. I think the first thing I want to do is find out how far the noise goes from here and copy a food stall in here. So it should be like the start of the trees. Keeping it out of the noise will help so that they're not spending time in noisy zones, which I think can really affect their environment issues over time. So once that's up, you can think about putting in ideally we're gonna want something like double this size. It's not my favorite way to play these, but housing is just so complex with the services and their needs always being so constant. Let's just do it. I like that. That way they can skinny dip. They've got the guard post up here. And then they'll have access to all of their food station needs here. And they can walk to here, start working. We'll put some more services in here. We probably have really good foundation, of course we do. Well, I lied. It might be something else. It might be laboratories. You're welcome, Brown Coyote. I don't remember which guide, but I'm glad that you found it helpful. It might have been something from a while back I did. But I'm glad. I've been trying to help people along in this game a long time now. And I'm learning too. I've learned a lot on these last couple of runs. I don't know for good or for worse. For better or worse, I should say. Oh, that was not visually there before. Oh, hell yeah, Brown Coyote, sorry. That's awesome. I'm glad you bought the game. And it's funny you mentioned that because I was sitting and I was thinking, I'm like, I gotta do some of the custom battles. I think I need to do some custom battle fun and set up some different things. Because they have that now. My military is piss poor, trained hundreds of militiamen with spears to pokey poke. Most of them which have spears now. I've been trying to get that higher. I want that to be like really high because it seems like the more weapons they have, the more killing they can do. And then I have my like golden boys here, 50 of them, and they are crazy scary. They're from, I've made a short about them earlier. They killed a lot of boys. And so they're basically going to be the shock troops that kill, you know, the flanks. And then they have some half-trained 40% melee and then 40% melee on these guys too. But eventually I'm going to try to train each one up a little bit more. I just wanted to get my army fully trained and then move from there. But they're particularly good. If I got into a fight, I think they would hold. And as a matter of fact, I'm gonna set them to 10%. I want them. They need to start learning how to fight. But obviously, I can't get any more people right now, so I can't force them to go work there. But I've been having a little bit better time figuring it out now. And like what I've been doing wrong. Oh, that's a miniature version of the... I see. We might have to adjust that. We might have to make it wide. Please be... I think that was part of it. Yeah. It's mostly over here. I need you to not be here, Birder. We're trade partners. If I betray him now, I'll never see the end of it. How much would it take to unite? Holy... $2 billion. Yeah, sure, bud. I want to just attack this, bud. What's Instrig? Are you even, like, a realm? Why haven't I killed you yet? Because we're colleagues. 10 million is reasonable. I think I could get 10 million. And we'll just be friend and take him friendly. But I know this game will be like, you betrayed his honor and you took him. And then the next door neighbor is gonna be like, give me $8 billion, all of your territory, everything you have in your city. And then never follow through with, like, why I should do that. They just ask for it. Clicks yes. Clicks yes and sends everything. Negative $8 billion debt. That would be, that's like the peak way to play Songs of Syx. I think that's like what people are striving for right now in life. But if you want to play like the American Simulator way, you could go for like, I think it's like $30 trillion now. We could do $30 trillion of debt in Songs of Syx. Can I get out of $30 trillion of debt? And I could sit here for the next fucking 78 years till I die of a heart. I don't think I would even get that far. I think I'd get 20 years and then die of a heart attack. I would be living at 250 times speed in my life. I'd just be like sprinting through my house. Just to get back to one more game, one more Songs of Syx game. Just need one more. Are we taxing? Yeah, we are. Something I also did was I set these guys to export based off of the area around here. So they're only picking up anything that falls on the ground that doesn't get stored. So like stone. This guy's like building up a little bit of a stockpile from daily taxes that don't get used. That's what I have so much money from. Or not a lot of money, but decent amount. I need this guy to like not be so powerful near me. He probably feels the same way though. Listen, Diddy Nation is not gonna lay still for this. Okay? We are not going to. Let's put these guys in here. What better place than there? And I really gotta work on my throne room, because I did say I want to have like a luxurious throne room, but we were in like hell mode for a second. And now we're back out. So I want to start trying to think about how I want to do this. I need to think about where a good library will go. I think potentially here. It's our population over here. It's pretty dense. Very dense, I should say. I didn't even realize that. I need to leave at least room for 3 lanes. That's good. Try not to pack too many people in areas, but spreading out too much is also not a good idea. So we'll build this up here, and then they're gonna need some guards right there. As this wall design, this like cool wall thing that I was going for never really paid out, we'll just take it away. So much for being creative. And then we will put some roads back in. And then we'll probably put like, I think this will just be the main population here, because if I do put too many people working, it's going to be a mess. I need to think about where the least amount of people live right now. Oof. What's going on here, bud? You need tools. Oh, well those aren't tools. Those are called warhammers. They look like tools to a blind person like me. They need more furniture. How the fuck are we not filling up? We have so many furniture makers. We need more people though. I feel like I should take this away. It's gonna give me some knowledge back. I need to get psychology, I think, eventually. I did it because the wells, they're not gonna get upgraded yet. We can't keep up with all their upgrades and the usage of it. So we'll save up 2,000 spears now. We also have our boys out in the world. I'm willing to try to like go past Verder and just piss him off and take this, because it's got mushrooms first of all, and it's closer to where I want to be. So if Verder falls off, I'm taking Verder too. How many people do they have here? 249. My boys should be the well-trained horsemen decently. I think they could take 249 jerks. I think they could do it. Sorry, I'm invading your area. How do you feel about that? Not really. Not really bad, I guess. See what we can do. See what we can do. So these are our spearmen. We are up against... Oh, this is gonna be easy. Those guys are gonna give us a hard time, but these guys, nope. Alrighty. So we want to put our spearmen. These guys tend to kind of want to move around us, so we want to keep them like this. Look at those horsemen. Do they have their... Yes, they do have their warhammers. Good. You guys have your spears? Yes. And they have full spears, so I think if I hit them, they'll have more of a chance to kill. Depending on what those Amevians do, we're just gonna crush this group first. Just straight on. Nah, I'm gonna let this group kind of move with it. We want to make sure that that Amevian group doesn't really get to where he wants to, while we also just completely dismantle his reinforcement sides here. Like that, because those Garthemis are just dead. And if they aren't dead, they're about to be dead. Yeah. So let's form up. We're gonna do a rear charge into the back of this Garthemi group. Hold back. He was waiting for us to do that too. Smart bastard. Hold back. We'll set up a nice charge zone. Get them all lined up. Charge through. Those fucking initial guys actually slowed the charge. You want to hit with like a brunt. All of them in force. These like bastards keep getting in the way. Breaking up our formation. Alright, there we go. Charge! And also try to get these guys to form up better. Pull back. The Emevians are gonna try to fuck with us. That's okay. Yeah, that's... See, what happens is they actually get stuck in those formations there, and then they get cut down. Try to free our boys from the formation. We've only lost three so far, not so bad. Form up. Attack them. They're gonna try to charge. Oh, that's not a charge, that's just an attack. Pull out. You can see where our other horseman's skill actually made a big difference. I don't even think it was their weapon choice. Alright, form up. Charge. So they're at 208. Let's see how much this does. 2 kills. How are they doing? They're getting exhausted. Alright. Pull back. Could also be because they have warhammers. A little better. Dang, those Garthamis might actually do it to us. We gotta give him some support here. Give him some morale from the numbers. We might not be able to beat this because we don't have our golden boys. Kill him. Why do they keep stopping? Right before they hit, they just stop. Oh, it's because this guy's stuck in there. Get out of there, you jerk. It's gotta be more like up the back of them. And I need to make sure I try not to do that. They gotta attack from one angle and come back from that same angle. Move quickly. We don't have time for nonsense. Our spear boys are dying out there. For you. Charge. Pull back. No, our group broke. What the heck? Oh no. That's not good. the 80 boys. How the fuck? Well, it's all over there. At least these were just... This is a fight I chose to fight, but... Dang. I can restart. Nah, we're not gonna be able to beat that. They just didn't have the difference in training. Surprised they don't take like $8 trillion from me as well. That sucks. We can come back from that though. I hope. We're so close. Just give me like 10 people. I'm gonna give them a day off. Population. Day off. Thank you. So now we have another boost here. Let's pop that up. This one. That's fine. That's good for now. Okay. All good. Now, we got that knowledge there. I was gonna buy Organization 3. You have 1,200. But this one has 1,400. So if we take away it takes 10 workforce. Oh, that's just still not enough, huh? I'm gonna send my troops there. So this will get us up to 2,100 for now. That sucks though that we lost that army. Oops, I don't want to do that. We also have a bunch of innovation, but I don't want to use that. Right. Move over here. Hopefully we'll get that upgraded soon. And then what we'll have to do is probably take 5 from here, put a well. Matter of fact, I probably could do it now. 2,200. Perfect. That'll get it exactly where it needs to go to level up. In the meantime, we've got imports. But once we get past that, we can start getting it again from them. And at that point, we'll have a lot more. Toughest part is getting people. Even with these babies being made. This building just needs to be refixed. They're never gonna repair it. Some babies may die from starvation, but I'm willing to cause their deaths just to see my city grow. It's growing pretty fast there. Although the army is not keeping them happy as I'd like. There we go, that's better. You can also boost it like this. This has been my biggest issue here. Getting all of this grain loaded into these buildings. Very much a challenge. How much is it? 100%. Oh, that's bread. 10% is not too bad. So they theoretically can get it out of the fields. Before it rots. Yeah, damn, that's not going too slow. You have to put growth in wells and stuff. I don't think I can take them away when I upgrade it, because last time I did that, it kept crashing it and like reducing the pop. Even though it was like set to that pop without them. I was just using it to get past it faster. But I ended up just using that anyways. Yeah, that's what I thought. We need more metal, so I'm gonna do that. I'm hoping that when I upgrade that, these ones upgrade too. Was it because he's got a road? No, he doesn't. I have no clue what made the others upgrade with it. I wish I did. Oh, my neighbor's classically tweaking out again. I can hear the starts to another tweak out. And it's always funny because he's like yelling that the world sucks and it's everyone else's fault. That his life is bad. And it's so annoying. It's like, my dude, you're screaming. He gets the police called on him like regularly. And he'll like try to fight them and they'll just sit there for like an hour calming him down. Literally just yelling at them. Yeah, I saw that. I thought that was gonna be a problem. Alright, let's do that. Trying to make everything look nice in this area for later. Something like that looks good to me. How are we doing here? We're getting there. Slowing down though. Oh, you know what we could be doing as well? Oh, we do have it. Guild in the arena. Doesn't feel like we're catching a lot of criminals, though. Our law's at 10. What determines that 10? Arrest statues. Torches executed. Killing them in the arena gives a big boost as well. Oh yeah, I forgot to set that. Let's activate this now. Should be able to keep up. All the food stalls are upgraded. Wonder, yeah, I can check here. 230 children. How do we only have... Oh, they're not all... You'd think that we'd be getting like at least 30 or 40 a day. Let's check. Born. 11 born. 11 born. With this new one, we should be able to keep up, I think. I hope. It's been a tough time trying to keep this population from dying. I need to keep the pop up so that when they open this, they'll have people working here. What? It said 2.4. Why? Why lie to me? Why spit in my face? Lie in my face. There's no way you can get... You son of a bitch. Lied right to my face. They're definitely going to get unhappy pretty fast, but hopefully we'll surpass that, and then we can boost their puppiness, their population, I mean, and their happiness simultaneously. Yes. Small city. Yes. Stand 2. Fight pit 2. Walls. That will boost it all the way, and then I can put that up to like there, and then maybe, you know, something like that, and, you know, maybe all the way to the top, so that I'm making a lot of grain per day. Sure, the same for fruit. I know I could do it with herbs and stuff, and that'd be probably smart, but... I think that's a good set here. For now. The hardest part, though, is that we have to keep this military group here in order to keep them happy. So we might actually try to get some conscripts from them. We get 150 conscripts from that. It doesn't really specifically say what conscripts race you'll get. Yeah, it's not worth it. At least not now. So that will start heading our way. One thing I do think will be worth it, actually. I don't want to drop it from there. Roads. That will help a lot. Yeah, they didn't get any boost. Nothing changed for them. But we are going to start to see a literal crap ton of taxes from the grain. And that one promotion I gave this guy was able to cover that upgrade there. We could technically get rid of the last guy too. Yeah, we'll put one noble on smithies. Or refining, actually, probably be smarter. Because we are producing not near enough. Then we can upgrade that. Oh yeah, I forgot. I don't think you need it. Oh, it's posh relief you need. That'll be good. We'll use that posh relief upgrade as well. Is it cut stone? Nope. Just furniture. Better have a guy for furniture. Well, that's what I'm having. This guy do. And he better have... He needs 2 upgrades. 3 upgrades. What a beast. Set up something here. Try to get the max out of it. There we go. Now we're getting a net positive. That's what I like to see. Just grain, just pouring out of every orifice in our city. It's too much grain to process. There we go. We might have another area to cut wood, yeah, up there, but we also have right here. And I think it's worth deleting this to get that zone. It's gonna take a while for the trees to grow back, but we have plenty of time. So he's got good storage. See, even with those transports, they struggle to keep up. And it's time I do it now. Take it all out. We load this area up with some more roads. And then I copy these little fuckers here. Like this. So that way we have 6 total loader stations running with loading up bread and trying to offload it at different places. Primarily in this area. And see, these guys can't even keep up. The biggest thing is that they can't carry enough, and that's why I have these loaders. So that the food vendors, they only have to go right here to get the food. Where normally these guys have to walk from here to over here, which is much further. There we go. Now that flow should start to hit. Let's check. Says there's plenty of prepared deliveries. Is it priority set? Maybe it's because I've got too much stored in one. How about that? Try to fill them up first. That's fine. Hopefully that will help. Then once they fill up, I'll open up a little more space. gonna need a lot more transporters. This seems to be enough for this area, but based off this, it needs at least double. Oh yeah, look at that fruit delivery. Yeah, buddy. That's what I'm talking about. Give me some food for my babies. That should be good. Because then they come over here and start unloading it into these two. I had it over here before, but it was in the way of a lot of stuff. Make sure it's smaller range too, because sometimes they'll be picking it up out of the unloading station. You don't want that. They took it. Bastards. Could move towards this area, but my main goal is to find some wood, and none of these areas have wood. These guys do. What? How the fuck do you not? Their whole region is wood. So we want to go that way. I wonder how that works. If I just like went around somebody and attacked them and didn't have any interaction with them previously, would that count as betrayal? Maybe. This guy just doesn't have enough furniture ever. Don't know how that's possible. Need one with all of the goods. This one. They're gonna have to repair this whole area up. And we're gaining on the grain. My goal is to fill that whole storage up so high that I never have to worry about it like emptying out again. Oh, we're not even training troops right now. We can't even afford that. You know what I should have done? Wood's essential. I don't care what anybody says. You need to have literally thousands stored away, or at least good production cover thousands. You know what? I'm just gonna set it 3,000 because that's where I need my pop to be at right now. We can auto immigrate to 3,000, that'll be great, but I don't think we will. One thing I've been trying to do is cover all these. Looks like I can. Just need some wood. Here we go. Upgrade that, and that's all the markets and all the lavatories upgraded. Now we still have the knowledge now to upgrade to fancy wells. Or better yet, we go fancy bench. And the reason being is that fancy bench is completely free. Or not free, but cheap compared to that. So let's go to the room upgrade tool. Oh, those are fancy benches. Some very fancy benches. Let's see if that helps out. Because if we look at their services, that should bring their bench up from 50 to 100. It's only 1 point, but I'm gonna average it out there. And the same with this thing, that should go all the way up. So if we need, we can put, oh no, actually it's only gonna bring it up to 60%. Or roughly 66. Dang, I like those nice seats there. I really want to start building an area for the library though. It can't be there. It's gotta be somewhere over here. There's no one living over here. Have you seriously not figured your problem out? I hate to do this. It's right there, my dude. I want it to be like a nice zone. Kind of classy. Let's turn this off here. Put this in. Then we wait a little bit because I'm going to make this zone a little nicer. We have to keep this here as it is though. So we could put the lab in here. Library, I should say. Try something else here. Gonna do something like that, I think. It's not gonna have near as many though, because I think the other one has 30 people. I want it to look nicer. Yeah, I guess that's better. And then we could put some carpets. Kind of like that. Perfect. And what we can do is dismantle this. Oh, we can start planning our throne room. Yeah, that's the perfect spot for it, I think. How's this not filling up? They're just using it too fast. It's like I said, they can't get the amount of resources in there as fast as they're taking it out. So you gotta do things like this, like open the doors up. Matter of fact, I have a better idea. That way they have the peak amount of space possible. Do something like that. So they can walk in double wide here. How are you degrading now? Aren't you close enough? I swear you end up needing so many damn janitors. It's very redundant. I can barely see it down there. But I need it there because these guys are not going to make it over there. Nice. So what we can do is we're gonna put a large, actually the import depot, so that's where they deliver resources to you. Kind of in between them there, and then we'll put this like that. Make sure there's some ground. Yep. So now we can dismantle this one. And organize this to probably be over here, I think. Oh, that's not. The worst part is it has furniture in there that I don't want to use. Let's move our throne for a second so that I can design the inside. Can also take this away. Do. I think the worst part about this building here is that they can go through the middle. I didn't see that they could. Yeah, look at all that furniture though. That's what I'm talking about. So all of our leather will start to go there. And then we can think about putting Taylor over here. Now let's dismantle him like so. Okay, our throne room is moved. Move this for now. And I really don't care about the gem storage, although it does give them a happiness boost. I don't think we have the materials for Brandstone yet. So an appropriate height would probably be 11. Going all the way down. Like that. Then we're gonna go back 11. And then they'll have like a roof throughout here inside. What we can put in the corners are trees. Then I want to put statues in front, like this. And some of that right there. Put a little bit of a pillar. So they get all of their boosts in here, and then... Actually... Probably something like that. Nice. Moving along swiftly here. How is my food? This one seems to still not be getting... Oh, I see. No, actually, it's still not. That's crazy. I don't understand. They've got 6 transport loaders here, working around the clock to feed these guys. 400 a pop deliveries. Okay, so that one's good. Can I organize them so that they're bread based? I need to make sure that all the bread ones have at least 1,000. Okay, so that's good. That's my baseline. That's what I want to see. And then we put our road in here. And I'm thinking this is like a Game of Thrones kinda, because that's kind of like what Diddy would have. He'd have like a long room, you know, so that you have to walk through it. And if I could, I'd put like white tiled walls and stuff, but I don't have that yet. I know he would have it extravagant. And that's what I'm constantly thinking. What would Diddy do? What would he do if he was in my shoes right now? How would he get out of this? And it inspires me. I think the smartest idea would be to have this over here, and then we'll have a road going through. Something like that. And then dismantle that part of the wall. Put a doorway. Then we want to put some benches in the corners. That way everybody can sit and enjoy looking in this empty space. Now what we're gonna do though is have something like that for now. I don't want them delivering stuff. I don't think they can deliver over here. But they might be able to. So one thing we can sell for sure is all opiates. See how it's not catching that spot there? So it's definitely not in the zone. So let's give them a doorway back here. This might be like Diddy's special secret room back here or something. Yeah, actually, why don't we do that? I think this looks better. Because I ultimately just want a little bit more space. Alright. That way he can access those goods that he needs to grab off the ground there. So with that one, we're also going to have you selling any excess cotton you find over here. Another one would be stone and ore. Actually, I want it to look like more extravagant. Because it's gonna be jewels. Yeah, this guy's stuck over there. I just need you guys to like get the stuff that's over there. Wait, who? Caption Vorkia. Capital of Vorkia, sorry. Who the fuck is Vorkia? Who the fuck? I want to put those there, but I can't yet. Actually, I can't at all, because the door is going to go there. For sure. Alright. Oh! Is it coming up? No, it's not. Better not be a bot. I don't know if his text came up, but this is just for all the bots to suffer. Oh, come on, where's the other one? I'm looking at my side screen here. Oh, there we go. Wasn't working. Get off. Get off my fucking lawn, bots. Get off of my lawn. Alright, set that back up. Get off of my lawn. You damn dirty butts. You goddamn dirty butts. I need to get really fucking good at making fun of them. I don't know what would offend a bot. You know? Do they have emotions that can be offended? Or hurt? I don't think so. Yeah, this is a much nicer throne room here. It's not done yet, but you know what we can do? Because I'm hauling like that. Yeah. It's completely unnecessary, but I miss doing this stuff. And this should fill up with stone. Oh, what's going on here? Maintenance, taxes, carpenters, masonry. We're going through it pretty fast. Instead of having the guy on the coal mines, I might switch him over to the stone. Or actually, better yet, yeah. Does that count? No. Because I don't have people working like that. It's a pretty high maintenance because I have so much stone road. There we go. A surplus. Yeah, this looks nice though. I like this space. I just need them to like figure out what it is they're doing here. I think this is the next thing, the next relic to change in our city. That's better. A little better. Hey, look at that, 1 million. Can I buy you now? 11 million. That's 1 million more than you wanted last time. You're tricking me. I think they're tricking me. I think they're trying to bamboozle me. Now we're just literally waiting for population to come from babies. 410 students or children. Well, that's not good. I thought my thing was charging. It's not charging. schooling. Might go for that. Oh, that's one thing they don't have down here is healthcare. Healthcare is a necessity. Oh yeah, we will make sure they're not fetching. That way they just start picking up all this stuff off the grounds here. Start moving it to sales. I don't know why the opiate guy's not filling that up. He can reach it. See him grabbing it. It's pretty good, huh? See if we can't do this. Give our boys some jobs. So all that's left there is just the flanks and some spears. Also, let's empty this out. No need for them here. I think what I want to do is have a road that goes like across here and reconnects this guy up. Do I have the gem mine still? No, I don't. I'll have to get that tech. What? Didn't let me place it. Excuse me? That was weird. See, we're still sitting at 2,890. Just sitting here. So that will deal with our surplus of clay. We'll start to see some innovation come back in. Can I use it for anything here? Well, that for sure. Might have to get back that stone mine in our town, too. As much as I don't like having them. Doing good in all those other things. Put the rest into carpentry. Is there an upgrade to this? No. Sorry about that, I gotta Healthcare phone call. I had to answer it. I don't like answering usually when I'm on stream, but it felt like it was important, and I was right. So that took a second. Sorry about that. We were just decorating anyways some of this space while I'm prepping for future stuff here. It's early in the night for Syx, but I'm feeling like another game almost, because at this point I feel like I'm at such a stalemate with it. Like, look at this. This is grotesque. And if I drop their food down, their expectations are just not gonna meet what they need. The food stalls are up to 62. And of course we get an epidemic. What better time than right now? The Amevians and the Catonians will get kind of upset if I leave this area, I think. Let's see what happens. Not just kinda. Pretty upset. See, it doesn't even, like, equate in there. So I take it away. Like, if I drop that down, right, that's 38. Takes 35, right? Because we don't need that much going in. And then, like that. But it doesn't feel like the thing is actually doing anything. I have to ask people in Discord about it later, I think. See if anybody knows better than I do about it. We're doing good on the deliveries, so we can drop a little bit. I do want to get these guys back to the city. That was very fast. That's strange. This is damn near instantaneous. They just pop back into the city. And now my biggest goal right now is to get a new service. And maybe boost a little bit more access. What would be the cheapest fix here? Let's make a jeweler. How much are you guys producing? 12. Alright, so that's gonna be 15. It's not very good. Does any region have good gems? Probably not. He doesn't have very bad gems. I don't know if it's worth having that. Because what I can do, I think it'll be necessary here, is this specifically will be just Garthimi building. We're gonna build a little bit of a slave zone for them. and they don't deserve any access to anything, so that's going to be their zone. Let's make sure that all housing in the city is set to humans so that they don't take it from humans. Alright, perfect. And then we will import how many? Take them from this guy because he's got a lot. Probably 170. Just to start off. Here you go. Have some of that money. And then these guys will be over here. We want to set the decrees for population, occupations. I wish there was a way to set them to 0 instead of just neutral. Because the thing is, we don't want these thinkers to be near any other humans in the city. We just want them to be clay mining. Clay mining. Get all of our humans back into the city. See what we can do. Actually, wait. Are they I don't think they're as good as Amevians. We might have to do switcheroni when we get a chance. Oh no, they're the best. They're 125% skill. Get to work, Kryptonians. Or frickin' Artemis. Basically the same thing. Might even get some of those freaks in here. And that will also boost their population happiness there. Yeah, I don't think I can. It's very hard to give all of your people furniture in this game, but let's try to give it a shot here. So like that. What's going on here, buddy? You don't have a janitor or something? You don't have a janitor delivering pots right here, which is literally right next to you? Yeah, they're working. Alright, occupation, work priorities. No more. I think that the humans actually hate that so much. 0% fulfillment. They're in hell working at the mines. What other things gives them 0% fulfillment? Stone or coal. Okay. Well, I can fix that too. Scaffolding and slaving. I think what I want to do is they're going to do all the jobs that my people hate doing, which is working at the scaffolds, working at the janitors, and cutting the coal. And the humans, occupation, let's drop you down from all of those jobs. No more janitor jobs for you guys. And then we'll just purchase another, 85. 90. 95. Order. Accept. Thank you. And that should boost us up pretty good. That will free up a bunch of humans to go start training, which we should do. And I'm gonna pop a little bit in here. Like that, that's good. I like to do it when I'm training, and then I'll take the knowledge back, or the innovation back. Get me to the point faster. Then we set this housing for just the freaks. And the best part is, when something happens to kill them all, I won't even care. How many potentially can work here? 25? Alright, so you get 3 homes. And they'll be janitors, which makes them... well, they're faster, so they'll technically get there quicker than humans would have anyways. And I believe I also have a speed boost. So if I look at them... oh, wow. There's a lot of stuff here to go over. You see his acceleration 3, speed 6.6. Let's see what a human is. Where are you, humans? Stop. There we go. I haven't looked at this since they are full 2 speed faster. So technically they should do the job better. What the ever-living fuck? Sure, bud. I got you. The fulfillment's just going up based off the total population, irregardless, based on the fact that they're slaves, doesn't matter. That's funny. It'd make more sense if the fulfillment was based off the single race, but it seems to be based off of the total races. Views. And experiences. Or at least their populations, I should say. Are you serious, my dude? What's going on over here? So they wanted me to give them money and shit for that. No, fuck you. Go die. What? Who's consuming? These guys? No one should be consuming any rations. No one's in the world map anymore. This is pissing me off here. I just hate seeing it look so shitty. You know what, actually? Are you all working? Employed? 95%. It's pretty good. Sorry, I had to sneeze. I think one solution we could do is we put a house worth 5 with the janitor. I don't think I can copy its who's living in it though. I'll fix that later. Doesn't have to be perfect so long as they have the people living nearby. Let's do the bigger size house here. Try to get those all sorted first. Earthimy. It doesn't work like it used to. There we go. So now we just have the last 5. Oh, there's 25 still homeless here. They need pottery over here. They don't have that coming in. Alright. That's good. Set that to pottery. That stone. This guy is definitely not grabbing from the right spot here. Oh, I need a lot more people making pottery. 130 people making pottery seems like a lot. Have something like that. right? Not going to be as populated as that one, but I want it to kind of fit the zone. Yeah, we'll do that too. I want a lot of pottery in this city. And they still have plenty of access for wood, so let's give them more wood. The best thing you can do when something like this happens is just repair it like this. It's gonna drop my food stores for a second, but it's not gonna repair. They just can't keep up with the degradation after a certain point and how much they have to maintain. $24 is not too bad though, considering that one has 34. Let's actually do it like that then. Nice. So we got a boost to the potteries. Do I have any more noble promotions? I don't think so. That sucks. Because I'd like to get... I feel like weaving is not as important as pottery. They've got minus 66 now, though. It's hard to trade off here. I don't think that the coal mines is necessary, I think. Because I can just make that money elsewhere. Or coal, I should say. 130 people is a lot to potentially get there. Because that's 48. And then this should be 72. Plus those guys. We need a couple more of these. That should be almost just enough. Because that's 48. 96. 134. How much did I need for 130? Or 130, not 134. That should be an exact amount of buildings I need. And with these guys doing that, I feel pretty confident. Mining. We'll go for mining revolution. And that's 1,500 per day, so that's gonna boost it a crap ton. I know I was struggling to find the fucking thing I'm looking for there. Nice. They got that repaired. Took a goddamn century. I'm gonna wait for this one to fill back up. Because it might say that it's at 6,000 here, but it is not. It's actually a lot higher than that. They're just sitting on the ground. $200 a day. It's pretty good. See if we can't boost that up a little bit. Oh, that looks like a problem right there. Yeah, I don't want them to have to... Actually, they do have the stone. It's just the pottery that I don't want to have to keep in this place. Alright, that should be... We might not actually hit it yet, but we have the potential to. We have 127 there. Let's do that for right now. I should get everyone working here. Yep, and then we can... No? Oh, it needs to be 1 over. Well, you want to see 1 over. Best friend, you did your duty. I can hear it. I'm proud of you. Ooh, that one's gonna be a harder maintenance, but that's okay. They're actually keeping up with it. Let them get back to work. How am I not over yet? There we go. All that just for this. I already got the boost pretty much, but I want to see my whole city flooding with these resources. Seems to be hard to keep up with the wood. We might have to rework our wood delivery system. I hate that you have to do it this way. One little spot at a time. Alright. There we go. We are getting there. Building up jewelry. Or gems, I should say. Now we can make jewelry. It's not the best spot for it, but put that there. And I get a good storage. Well, it doesn't even need to be good. Alright, do that. Then we can add like 5 crates for jewelry. Although we're never gonna fill it up. How you doing, Sice? Any amount of hunters you have after 18 is gonna produce diminishing returns. You can only ever have 18, so it's like a very early game thing. And after that, you're always gonna have bad returns. So like, I think every other person is gonna add like 50% to what they would normally grab. So if they grabbed 4, they'd be grabbing 2 meat. Sucky, but it's because people used to just pack in tons of hunters. Yeah, trust me, I know that feeling of investing way too much into something that I shouldn't have invested into and losing for it. I know that feeling all too well. Look how I had to just put a bunch of stuff into making pottery so that I could maintain all my pottery needs. Oh, that's not too bad. So they're gonna produce about 1 a day in jewelry here. And then maybe we can start giving people a little bit of jewelry access. Another thing, we need some of that too. But I'm still struggling in my own weird way, like, to get what's going on. Like, I've got 400 people as children. You know, I've got 264 slaves, but I can barely grow my pop. Barely. And I'm just like struggling to try to get enough for knowledge-based stuff. This affects that, and this affects fine craftsmen, masons, paper, smithies, and jewelers. So let's do that. Fine craftsman, there. I don't need more of that. Let's see what we can get out of this now, though. Did it just go up to 1.7 from all that? That's hilarious. That's pretty funny. I'll give Drake credit. He is funny. Yeah, that's much better. Try to make at least like 3 or 4 a day. But you're definitely not the first and only person to invest things into places that you didn't think would hurt you, and then they actually did. Like knowledge. You get it so early in the game, it would seem that it's encouraging you to use it. But it is not. Do not want to use it. You don't deserve homes. Get out of my town. We hate Garthemis in this town. So those two guys are going to put together a decent amount more knowledge. But it's key to keep in mind that you don't always need to upkeep things like this leather. So you can technically just run a lot of libraries and labs with no upkeep and save money and things like that. You should be already hulled and full. The same with you. Alright, they finally got back most, if not all, the rations that were in here. Let's just repair it again. I think personally that's one of my biggest pet peeves is when a building gets like really in disarray, and then you have to do some wild shit like that, which drops your happiness down to 4 days of supposed happiness, or food I should say, which really sucks. That's a lot of cut stone. You really don't have space in here for cut stone, huh? That would have been beneficial. There we go. Ah, that makes more sense. We are making decent amounts of cut stone. Right, set that up a bit. Nice. We got the new lab. Or library, sorry. Alright, that's good. So if I click this, I should see coverage through most of the city. Yeah. That's good coverage. That's all law, baby. Alright, get that back and running. Can't have shit in Syx. You literally can't have shit. I say that as I have like loaded up stuff, but I'm just looking at this. Like, it's like, it's so funny. Give them something new and they're just like, you know what, actually I'm not really happy that you gave me anything at all. In fact, I would have preferred that you had not given me it in the first place. 46 from both of those. So that should get us up to... I need to get another thing here. What will be the cheapest service to make. Restaurant now. The parlor, maybe. Let's see what it's treated as a service. 1.5. A barber, maybe? It's not stating that it's specifically good for anything. But those are the 4 or 5 I'm missing. Barber's pretty expensive. No, it does. All hunters account for it. So, for example, like if you have 18, doing meat, and then 18 in another building doing leather, it still counts towards the 18 total that you can have hunting. So if you wanted to like optimally do it, you could do like 10 and 8, 10 on meat, 8 on leather or something. Really not as useful as it seems, though. You can relatively easily like harvest wild orcs and stuff and get the meat from them, do other things. Are these all children out here? Holy crap. There's so many children and deranged people that they scared the orcs away. That's funny. That's very funny. But I think I want to go for grooming, as it's the cheapest one here. Technically, no, it's not actually. It's going to cost me 120 knowledge. I get that, I guess. And one thing I want to do is change where my tavern is, or how the tavern is set up. Something like that. And then let me put a restaurant. Probably put it right here. See, restaurants are a tougher building because you want to make sure that they're kept up with food here. Delete that, actually. We want it to be kind of like this, or as an unloading station. I think a key thing here is that this center, these little center bits are not good. They just aren't. They're too chaotic and they're not organized properly. Same with this area. I'll have to fix that too. Matter of fact, let me do it now. It's gonna fuck up the area for a second, but it's gonna work out in the long run here. So, we need a restaurant throughout here. Let's figure that out there. Speaker right there. I'm thinking that the best idea would be to have the restaurant over here. And I dismantle these guys. Something like this. And then the cooking stations will be in the center of it, so that they can access them easily. give them a little bit of space to get through here, and then we just fill up the rest of the space with tables. Probably just do it like this, I think. Yeah, that's better. And then they can come through here like this with the bread. We don't need 3, just 2. Should be good. Dang it. I know what I gotta do. I just don't want them to be blocking this way here. There we go. So that's good. You had 120 hunters? Oh my goodness gracious. It sucks though, like, cause like I said, I'd love to, like, that's what it should be. You should be able to, like, you know, make a hunting town or whatever. You want to play up like that, then you can. Or if you want to do, you know, Auric Fashers or something, that should be a thing. But for the way it's at now, it's like, it really encourages you not to do that stuff. Just have that guy off the road, actually, right here. But yeah, that's a lot. That's unfortunately too many. Can they not get through here? If so, I want it to be set up like that. That looks pretty cool. No, it's only the hunters that have that thing going for them, which, like I said, it really encourages only a certain style of play, and other styles get pushed to the wayside, sadly. I wish that weren't the case. That infinitely looks better. Now, one thing I want to do is actually make a good janitor. So one that has a lot more space for things. All right. Can I put the stupid fuckers living next to it? Yes, I can. And then we're just gonna want to have... Where is it? Over here. That looks better. I'm immediately more interested in this area now. So what we do is the same thing for all these zones. We just move these guards off the road. It's going to take me a little bit of time to organize each zone, but I'll do that over time here. Starting with this one though first. Also set a hearth over here. Make sure this is for Artemis. See, that way they've got like an artificial wall made from their arena here. We can chuck a bunch of decorations in. And some benches. The restaurant takes herbs? Okay, well now I know I need one of these regions to produce herbs for me. Is it you? Nope. I think it's you. None of the regions produce good herbs, but this one has a decent amount. $18 a day. It's not a lot, but I've got money to not worry about grain like that, and we obviously are producing a lot. Let's see if that does anything for us. And plop a bunch of tech into that. So this thing takes herbs. They just need to store herbs in here, and then the bread from outdoors. Put that there, and then open a door for them. Not too shabby. And that should start to boost their views. We've got this guy going again. Now, this is the new janitor setup. Here we go. They need tools and metal over here. And pottery. So, tools, metal, pottery. That's a lot of stuff that this area needs. So, tools. metal. We do that. Now this is one zone I wanted to fix up as well. It's just a mess. Right, that there. First things first, I think I should kind of organize this here. Do that there. Get rid of that. It's much nicer. And then what we could do is actually put the stage in the middle. There we go. They can enjoy a nice play. We'll also put some benches for them. Make sure all of these are upgraded. And I want to make sure that this is done. Yep. And then we're gonna transfer your info over here. There we go. Take that out. Oops. There we go. And then we put the bench. Not too shabby. Better zone for sure. Then we could put some hearths in. The wells over here probably get a lot of service as well. It says your hospital has no available service, but no one's in it. Are you set to have, these? It could also say, it could say that there's no service available because there's too many people been going there. And that the services are over-consumed. Kind of like this one here. And this one here being at higher service rate, even though it's, you know, this one, if this one filled up, technically we could just go here. Services are a big struggle for me, though, in this game, because you have to keep in mind that if they're stacked on top of each other, they don't often create the benefit you'd think they do. Although I do it quite often in my cities. You can see, like, this service is 100%, and this one is at, you know, it's 39%. So, in between them, it's going to say, like, 60 or something, and that's what the game is going to think I have, 60%. When in reality, I have much, much more than that. Damn, this thing's full. It's actually, we'll buy, you know, oh no, we don't want to sell. We want to buy, like, you know, 50 or so. Actually, we'll go for like 100. Yeah, 50 should be good. Just because we don't want to overpopulate. But I find that if there's a problem in the game, it's not as easy as it seems to solve it, as many people might make it seem. So if I got this guy to load, he doesn't technically need to have that much though. The problem now is that I didn't think I'd fill this up. And yeah, there's nothing there for me to store on. Well, we'll do this for now so that any extra pottery gets stored here. And like, I like the way the services are in this zone. Same with this one. So for the most part, I just have to keep editing this area over here. It shouldn't take too long. Alright, let's set this to pottery. Got another 43 knowledge. So let's actually keep a few people imprisoned here for the sake of, you know, bullying them. And actually, take that back. Give me back my knowledge. It's gonna take 40 knowledge to get to the judgment. Should be good for stocks for now. How the heck did they just get so happy? I have no clue what I just did there to make them go from not wanting any immigration. I took away their immigration. Is it just because I didn't have those things? Law? That to that or something? You know? I don't know. Let's build a dungeon now. Surely we want a dungeon. And what better place than Diddy's own house? You want your dungeon close by so that your enemies are closer. That's the one thing I learned from Diddy is keep your enemies closer. Yeah, exactly. I honestly sometimes don't even understand, and I've questioned people in the Discord about it. Like, they'll all claim that the game's super easy and that they have so much fun. And I'll say, like, okay, well, what do you do? Like, like, describe it to me. Tell me how you're getting through. And they just go, oh, it's real easy. I just do this. And they never say what the thing is that they're doing. They're just like, oh, I just make food. And I'm like, but you're not explaining to me how. Is that just food? That's all you're doing? It's just an entire city of food and your people are chilling? And there's like 8 trillion people in it? And they'll be like, no, I only have like 600. And I'm like, okay, so then don't fucking talk to me. Don't talk to me unless you're at that population that I'm at, dealing with the same problems. Like, I don't like to be mean, but that one really fucking ticks me off. Because, like, I see a lot of people, like, for a good example, someone's like, oh, most cities are ugly in Songs of Syx. And I hold, like, an objectively different view on that. Like, not all cities are ugly. I think most cities are great, and it's just certain people who think they're ugly and then want them to look a different way, which I don't understand that. I think it should look however the person wants them to look. That's how creativity flows, and you get some cool cities. So we've got 131. If we give them access to it here, closest to Diddy Town, that might be the best. So if you want to know what a civilization is liking, you can click on this, or you can just go into their, I think it'll tell you in properties. No, it doesn't say in properties, but you can find it in environment. So if you click on the environment for the specific race, you'll see humans don't care for either shape. But if you want to know what races think to a deeper degree, you can click on this. And then you'll have to kind of scroll through here, and it'll say roundness should be in here somewhere. There it is. And then squareness will be in here somewhere as well. There. So it'll tell you, but it's a little harder to find when you're looking this way. I like to look just through this menu here. So you can see Garth and me actually like roundness. You know, Amevians, from my understanding, yeah, they don't care. They want water. I think they're the only species. Oh no, the Darians like water too. I didn't know that. Yeah, I think I was telling you, Kryptonians are the hardest because of their round buildings, but you can get by that. So when you're building a building, you don't have to build it round, okay? When you're building a line, this is considered square. If you build a line and then you have 1, 2, 3 diagonal pieces like this, you can add like a nub like that. This will allow you to have roundness. This little piece right here. So if this is a wall going straight, let's say the roundness extended from here over to here, you would just have to put little nubbins, you know, in the wall here like this along it. Doesn't always look the best, but you can kind of work your way around that too. You can make up some pretty cool stuff. Unique shapes and stuff. Like, some of these places might, like if I put a little bit more, this would be rounded in the front. It has to be 3 diagonals in a row. I think decorations count towards roundness, but I could be wrong. I honestly don't know. There's so much stuff constantly changing in Syx that I never really can pay attention to well. We do need people, though. I should be importing them. Or immigrating them. So now this zone here, I want to fix. We're going to eventually create a baker zone. And then work our way from there. So we want to delete this. Just all together delete that. And then what we're going to do is copy this over here. Then put that there. And then we're going to take all of the different items that they need to put in here. This is kind of how I've been just building these buildings here. So the housing is set for the janitors right next to it. Also, let's set this to herbs. That's crazy how I'm actually getting more immigration after I removed the immigration thing. Makes you wonder. Makes you wonder. You know, one thing too is I don't have a lot of graveyards throughout the city. Put that there for now, and then honestly we'll just have it on this spot, and then take this out. Oops, like that. But it's funny you say that, Syx, because like I said in the Discord I was chatting, and I saw at least 3 people say that they hate roundness in a single day. And that's just like me casually coming through just to say hi or see what's going on in the Discord. So people don't like roundness. They haven't liked it since I started playing. I never liked it. It's never been implemented in a way that's fun or enjoyable. And it just kind of deters players from using other race cities. And it's probably the main reason I don't even have Kryptonians at all, or think about getting them. So this area is gonna have to get fixed. Where the heck is your food stall? Do you not have a food stall? Oh, it's over here. Alright, well, let's start fixing this up. So we take this out. We'll take this one out. Matter of fact, let's just clear cut. I do like that. That's fine. Alright. Put the roads back. Put guard post touching here. And then I think I had the shrine on the other side. Kind of like that. Oops. It's upside down. And then can I fit the arena fight pit like this? That's most of what I took out there. And then we want to get this bad boy going. That's good right there. Dundarians are awesome. I personally think they're the easiest race, next to Amevians. I think that you could really have a lot of fun with Dundarians. Like, that's the sad part. Half of the races are so good and so fun, and then the other half are like, don't play them. They're not worth your time. And it's kind of sad. I know I keep moving these, but I don't think I'm gonna have space. But I always say, like, Dundarians are your, like, should be your go-to first race. Especially as a new player, you want to play them because they're gonna give you, you know, things that you want to play with, but you're not able to as other races. Like, specifically good military, you know, strong. They're strong as hell. They're good at making weapons, so they usually have tons of weapons and armor. You know, they'll have, like, full metal gear and stuff, usually. So, I took that out of there, and then we just need a stage back in this area. We'll do that there. So now that that janitor is set, we can fix this janitor here. Mostly trying to make sure this looks just decent in this area. Oops. And having 10 of them should help out pretty well. Only reason I have this one so close is because of this building. We should be good. We don't probably need a janitor that close to this area. We can move it down the street. Like that. I might do my next city as Dundarians in a flat zone. I do like Garthimes a lot, but they're very challenging and kind of a like a lot of the other races prevent you from having fun based off of their playstyle, so you can't really do too much crazy stuff. Humans kind of let you, surprisingly. I could be building like a more squared or rounded or whatever shaped city I want. I could even get some pretty unique stuff. I think one thing I like about the Dundarians, so over most races, they like noise. So you could build some really cool houses with noise involved. So their jobs, their houses, and everything are on top of each other. Minimize their movements. So that fixed up a lot of my woes with these areas. They were just kind of too spread out and looked kind of derpy. We'll just put these here for now. Chuck a road in. Yeah. Wait, what do I have over here? Yeah, we can't fit it in there though. So I was literally just having access to this as a potential place to be. Boosted it a lot. You need to make storage for brewery stuff here. Whoa. Calm down over here, buddies. Fix that up. Alright, so this is just gonna be for Piva. That's funny, they immediately go over here. Oh, ho, 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 whoa. Excuse me, game? Why are they eating those? Or drinking my drinks? But they come over here and they just, like, get trashed off it. A lot of the tech I've also put into here goes for this as well. I like those corner houses though for humans. As I go along, once we get to like the later game, I might be able to like organize it to a more popular, beautiful city. But I have to hit those points here. So 4,500. We're almost getting there. The goal will be try to get 1,200. You have to hit 100 loyalty. That's crazy. I don't know if I can do it, but that's gonna be my goal for this city. If I can hit 1,200. Try to make it as luxurious as possible for them. See how they're moving though, along the side? It's actually... I want to give them a chance to move better. We can just put that like that. Doesn't really matter, because what we're trying to do is open up this space for them. So that way movement is less clustered. Moving down these main roads, like, I'm basing it off of roadways. You have thin, narrow roads for side streets and then major arteries for people. That's how I see it. There we go. I'll fill this back up. Oh yeah, we also have 34 people here. Let's drop that down a little bit. We do have paper making as well. We still haven't tried to do that. Feels like you can barely get to that stuff. You're just so caught up in other things. Chuck some of these in here. And then there we go. This one might need that same treatment. But I do have to fix up its area as well. How's our troops training? Still not there yet. Working on it. Damn, look at that furniture. That's what I'm talking about. They just can't even keep up with the production. This building's full? Holy shit, it is full. Doing damn good. Advanced carpentry. Not even close there. We're getting there. We really do have a chance to like reach the highest heights, but it might require a lot of actual real life time. Are we putting up? Yes. I need people to be made fun of. Oh, that's interesting. They don't only just get their arms stalked, but they do get their legs stalked as well. So they have different forms of the stalking. Because I was wondering, I was like, what side of the stalks do they get stuck to? If we can keep up with that, how much are you guys using? 467 drinks, but you're not using it all. That will be a very busy place if I build it right there. But I might have to make them a custom one for that zone. Yeah, we'll just shove this in here. As long as they have some access throughout the city to these buildings. And then we want to see if we can't get a restaurant. Just one wide, but I can actually fit it in here, I think. Let's fix this zone up. Yep. Nice. And then they've got the janitor that I need over here, specifically. Tuck the 2 hearths in. Give you guys some religions. Actually, I kind of like to put the fight pit up here behind it all. It's not gonna let me. Alright, so then we put the shrine. Then we find a better place for the fight pit. I can see too, this area has to get fixed up. Right, do that. Now the new road will go through here like so. And then what we're gonna want to do is fit a stage to this area. Just kind of spread out, because why not? This one's the hardest one to fit in here. I'll just do it like that for now. So this is supposed to be for herbs. Upgrade all of our guard posts. Do something like that, I think. Spread them out the best I can. There we go. I don't want to lose any of these fruits that are going bad. That's my biggest issue right now. But I don't seem to understand how we have... It's always like this. It says that you have a net issue, but you're still like overloaded on the warehouses. Because I'd like to do something with those fruits if I can. Maybe make more babies. We've got 360 children, which means about half of those are also babies, infants. Well, I know one solution here when I see it. We start selling excess pottery. And they are just gonna pick from here, not from here. Speaking of which, they don't have a hearth over here. Saying that I could theoretically have more than this. But I need my army to train. Let's try to get... I want to see. If I have to, I'll sell some resource. Oh, slaves. 200. Oops, not that many. Barter. Accept. So we'll get 200 new slaves in the city. And any jobs that I just don't want to do, I'm going to give to them. So he's not going to fetch... Yeah, he's just gonna pull from here specifically. This guy just doesn't like me enough. What other jobs could I give them that my humans don't want to do? Warehouse jobs. Sounds good to me. And places like here, I might have to like add some housing along the side for the bug freaks. Dang it. Yeah, we'll just have to do the two. Yeah, their submissions. Pretty low there. So I'll sell you 100. Technically, I think I did alright on that deal, selling 100 of them. Whoa there, Jethro. Calm yourselves. Make sure they all have jobs. Whatever they're good at. That should be good. Is that because I'm supposed to suffer in this game? I have overhead now? What the fuck is overhead? Here, you guys chill out. How is it dropping so low? My administration are at full capacity. I don't have any admin though. Did this guy die? No. Why is it saying I need admin? Can I even do administration? Wow, the second you hit it, you need to have administration. Well, I guess I'll just build one building here for now. See how it does, because it's like one person per clerk station. Or clerk spot. $38. Right, open this bitch up. Hopefully that's enough. If not, I'll build more. What the hell? I told them to go. If I get a fucking... Oh no, I think I bought more slaves from him by accident. Drop like all 200, yeah. Yeah, I definitely bought slaves by accident. What is going on? There we go. Just another building you're forced to have at a certain pop. With really no clear explanation as to why I need this thing. Other than it's gonna tell me I need admin. Which doesn't say anymore, but will say that I need. I want it to look nicer than that. They all have 2 between them. Or 4. The biggest amount of these idiots is going to be working and living over here. Yeah, that will be the Artemis homes for this area. I think they need paper to administrate, though. Not it dropping below again. It was saying 99 administration issues, so that means I probably need to have like 99 people working as admins. Are you not keeping up with this? What's going on here, bud? Ah, I see there is your problem. They don't have enough workers to maintain them a lot of the times here. Yeah, so it's taking paper. Yeah, I think that's gonna be an earlier end today, just because truthfully I'm at that point where I'm like 2.5 to 4 hours of fucking Syx is enough, especially at this rate. But we will be continuing this city. We still have lots of map left to explore, and hopefully we can expand. Obviously this admin is going to present a new problem that I didn't expect, which really doesn't seem very fun to look at. But regardless, thank you guys for joining me. We'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye.